So we're going to be doing a cupping treatment today. So we can show everyone exactly what cupping is and how it works and the different forms of cupping as well. So we have Katie here, and it's actually Katie's first time getting cupping, which is actually really exciting because cupping feels really, really good. And most people are a little bit worried because you end up getting these round marks on your back. But those don't hurt at all, and they heal in a couple of days. But the other benefits of getting cupping are so great that it's well worth it. So what we're going to do is we're first going to apply a little bit of oil to Katie's back, and I'm using sesame seed oil, but you can use any type of oil. And so we're adding oil just so there is less friction on the back. We don't want to use too much of it because when we put the cups down, we're going to want to move them. And so the oil allows us to move the cups on the back. So we're using glass cups today, and they look like this, and they come in different various sizes depending on the area that you're going to be doing. Typically the cupping is done on the back just because there's a large surface area, and so we need the cups to remain flat on the back without letting any air in, because that will stop the suction, and then we'll have to reapply them. And that happens sometimes, and that's okay. The second thing we have is a pair of forceps. And then a cotton ball in the end, and the cotton ball has been dipped in 99% alcohol. And it's really important to use 99% alcohol because the 70% or less, it will burn away too quickly and it won't give you the same effect. It still works, but the 99 is definitely the best. So it's very easy, and it does take a little bit of practice, but I'll show you a couple times. So we're just going to light the cotton ball on fire. And so don't worry, the flame goes up, and it's, and so what we're going to do is we're going to quickly put it under the lip of this cup and quickly put it on her back before we lose the suction. So just like that. How does that feel? A little bit tight?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can loosen that. I'm going to put the second one on really quickly. There we go. And then we'll just blow out the fire. So if it's a little bit tight, you can stick your finger under there and slowly let the air out. There we go. How does that feel?
Great.
So as you can see, we can move the cups all along her back. And so it is starting to get slightly red. You'll get the perfect circles on this one where you leave the cup for an extended period of time. And the darker it gets, the more we see it as being a stagnation or a lack of movement of energy. As I said before, what we're doing is we're moving the chi in the blood, or the energy in the blood in the entire back, and anything that's stuck is going to surface and the body's going to expel it. So we got one side there, so we're going to do the other side. Oh, this one's a bit tight. Let me know if that's too tight for you.
It's a bit tight.
Okay. It does make a funny noise sometimes when the air is coming out. It's still a bit tight. There we go. That's better. Some people like it really tight. Some people don't want it really tight. So just make sure you check with them. How does it feel?
Amazing.
So you can do this for a little while, and then I'm going to show you flash cupping, and then we're going to apply the rest of the cups along the back and let Katie sit with them for a little while. So I'm going to light up the cotton again because I want to show you how to do flash cupping. And so flash cupping is applying it and then pulling it off right away. So it gives a really good sucking action. Be careful that it doesn't get too hot for the patient. So that tends to happen after you put fire in there a couple of times. And so based on Chinese medicine, when someone is sick with a cold or cough, sore throat, or flu, that the pathogen is on the exterior of the body. And so the sucking action helps suck those pathogens out of the body. A little bit cold. So now we can see the cups. They're all along her bladder meridian in Chinese medicine. There's really strong points along this meridian. So we are stimulating these acupuncture points, or acupoints, just as much as we would if we were putting a needle in them. And then some treatments you would put a needle in there and then the cup on top of the needle. So that is an option. Are any of them too tight for you?
No, feels great.
They feel great. So we're going to leave you here for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to come take the cups off of you.
Okay.
So Katie's been on for about 10 or 15 minutes now, and we're going to take the cups off, and that's pretty much the end of the treatment. And then you can also see the marks on her back, and that she didn't go through agonizing pain for those marks. So this is the third part of our video. I just wanted to ask Katie how she felt during the treatment and let everyone know what you experienced.
Okay, well at first it was very different because there was so much pressure. I don't know if I felt very comfortable, but then I got used to it and I realized that like what was actually happening to me, all the bad energy being sucked out. When I thought about that, it made me feel good. And then when it was done, because there was so much pressure before, afterwards I felt so light and it was easier to keep a better posture. I felt like there was something pulling me up. It was really good.
Very good. So the effects of the treatment are sometimes right away, especially, I mean, Katie didn't have really bad back pain, but some people do and they can feel a difference right away. And then you might experience more changes to your back and your overall health over the next couple of days, so definitely keep notice of that. If you're interested in a cupping treatment and you're in the Toronto area, you can visit us online at www.traditionalhealingcenter.com, or you can give us a call at 647-346-2780. I'm Jason Tarter, and I thank you for watching with us today.